for you to show you something I found out recently about an outstanding cosmetic surgeon who's based within the Irvine and Services, the Irvine, California region. I myself split my time between the UK, the US and parts of Africa as well, and I'm planning to move into California sometime at the back end of this year or possibly next year. So this is both a sort of geography and a topic which is quite important to me personally. Now the surgeon concerned is a guy called Dr. Sundine, who just comes across as absolutely superb. You can see here's his website, and he's actually been on television, one of the leading cable TV channels to do with wider wellness, and he's been on there a number of times talking about cosmetic surgery. And you can see, this is a picture of him here. He's very open, very frank. His website is very professionally put together as well, making it very easy to get in touch, very informative, and the lines of communication are open. You can see here that, look, his social media is readily available. And what I really like about this particular surgeon, as opposed to others, is the feedback he's got from people who've trusted him to operate on them. Here's one, Mrs. G from San Clemente in the United States. By the way, these are all from an external website, Yelp, so they're not fabricated in any way. They're genuine third-party reviews. So Mrs. G, love Dr. Sundine and his office staff, knowledgeable, helpful. I'd recommend them. There's somebody who here is waxing lyrical. So another reason I like this particular doctor is, he doesn't just do what I would call, being really harsh, vanity projects. He actually really helps people who need his help as well. There's a lovely story here. I'd recommend you read this if you've got a couple of minutes. Somebody who had a daughter who was 11 months old, and the daughter was born with a bilateral cleft lip or cleft palate. So that can have a really dramatic effect, psychological effect from the physical kind of effects of it through childhood. We all know how cruel children can be to anybody who looks slightly different. And the work this particular doctor did on this child is obviously amazing, but the feedback from the mother of this girl is really worth a read. It's quite touching when I read it. Needless to say, 5 stars. Now there was a slight confusion here. Somebody was slightly annoyed that they thought they can have a free consultation. There is a small fee to have that consultation, entirely in keeping with the wider profession. There's nothing disingenuous about that. I think that's the reason for the poor review there. They didn't undergo any work, so it's not as though he hasn't performed exceptional surgery on a consistent basis. And then the top review here is another 5-star review. I found myself wanting to yell from the rooftops. This is a person who was in sales and wanted to look maybe younger, more dynamic for their professional life. So it was an investment in their career. And again, completely blown away by the results, and is waxing lyrical about Dr. Sundine. So, as and when I move to California, this is something, that will be on the radar, my radar. And the person I'm going to speak to before I speak to anybody else is definitely this guy. Hopefully that's been useful. This is Luke Bastin. Thanks for watching.